Um, Coffee pods. What do we do with these when we've brewed our coffee and get a pile of them sitting in the coffee maker? This is fairly common waste that is being generated in every home or place of work where you've got coffee makers that use coffee pods. So essentially the question is, what do you do with the spent ground coffee beans that have been brewed already? This is a common problem and it is becoming more and more of a disposal issue now. So I'm going to show you today what I do with these things and how I try and get as much reuse out of them as possible. So what I've got here is a spoon, and if I were to empty this out, put this in here and use the end of the spoon to flip the aluminium bit, so maybe I should put it here, open, you'll notice that you can actually start to take some of this, you can start to let it out like this, and you end up getting the dried coffee beans and whatever material goes as filler. I don't know what's in it, but I assume it's obviously edible and non-toxic because we consume it. It's a food grade item. So when you do that, you end up getting empty coffee pods and a bit of dry organic material that is obviously high in carbon and a few other natural elements like presumably sulfur, phosphorus, potassium, minerals that could be reused. And where do I reuse them? Well, this is fairly amorphous. That means it isn't sticky, it's dry, it's runny. And what I do with them is I put them in my vegetable gardens, because what it does is it helps go into the soil and breaks up the clay, because it is a bit of a spacer. It goes in and it's almost like what you do when you do sanding of garden soil. It provides nutrients, this material here, as well as allowing air to go through. So it's quite useful. Now I'm just gonna empty all of those coffee pods out and then show you what I do with them outside. So what you'd be getting from about 11 of these coffee pods emptied now is a decent amount of dried coffee beans that have been ground, and these are now going to go into the garden. They're fairly dry as it is, so it's easy to disperse them, as we will see very soon. Okay, so we're outdoors now, and what do we do with the dried coffee beans that we've collected from our coffee pods? This is a pot where I've got some amaranth, which is a very tasty and obviously healthy veggie, and I've got them growing in here. What I do is I just put some of this soil in here and cover it, and take it again in little portions here and just put some of that in here and mix it again. So go to the next one, take them out a little because these plants like to have very well aerated soil. Yeah, there's a bit of bugs in here, sorry, there's a bit of weeds in here that I need to also get rid of, so maybe that's one other day. But oh, here we go, up the weeds. And it's been tricky doing this sort of filming when you've got a bit of work to do in the garden as well. So yep, these are struggling, so same plants, so I'm just gonna put them in here and cover them again. These weeds need to go. Oops, there was an earthworm in there. That's a good thing. We like earthworms in our veggie pots. Do the same in here. And that's going to go and actually give a bit more aeration to your soil. You could probably do it here as well. You notice the soil is very clayey. So I'm going to put some in here and cover it again. There you go.